we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done.
Good morning, hold on. We're walking and we're talking. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon guys, and welcome back to the channel. This one is going to be awesome just for you Americans out there, because we are comparing Irish and American culture today in this week's video. We're going to teach you and show you a few things that are different compared to the two beautiful countries. So stay tuned till the end and then you will see how awesome both our countries are. Let's go. So because we're practically in the Christmas spicy season, we're wearing all our Christmas colours for the whole time. Start again. Cut. And retake. So today we have my perspective from living in Ireland, but we also have a good dear friend of ours that's going to be joining us in this week's movie. He's from America and he's from North or South Carolina? North Carolina, the best part.
According to the internet, it is quite normal in United States of America to keep a tab open when you come into a pub or a bar. Now, is that true or not? I don't know. I can tell you in Croatia you can do it in some places. But in Ireland, if you walk into a pub and order a Guinness, which you should order, and you ask a bartender to keep a tab open, you will get a very confused look. So, true or not, I don't know, but let's figure it out.
So a tab in a bar for Irish people, well, this is how this would go. Say, for example, it was a wedding. Everyone would be entitled to maybe 2 beers or there'd be money put behind the bar, and then once that is gone, that's it. You're on your own after that. But America, Tyler, what's the tab?
We have tabs in America and a pub. You would have it. You just wouldn't start at 11 p.m. like you do here. You would start earlier, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And is it like an endless thing, or how?
As long as you're willing to pay, they'll keep running a tab for you.
So you don't like put a certain amount behind the bar and say that's it?
So you pay at the end of the evening, or?
That's scary.
Yeah, unless you had too many people, like a wedding party, you would arrange that. If you're just in with your mates, yeah, we have tabs.
Food next. A lot of people says the only thing more boring than Irish weather is Irish food, which I called bullshit many times in our videos, but we'll keep this simple. Bacon and cabbage or mac and cheese. Comment section. Pick yours.
Firstly, just to let you know, Tyler's a vegetarian, just like me. So coming from me, that's bacon. But I loved bacon as a kid. So here, what do you think?
I wouldn't have bacon and you would call them rashers, yeah?
No,
Bacon and cabbage.
Bacon and cabbage.
That's like a traditional Irish thing.
Yeah, I haven't had that one, but I have ordered vegetarian breakfast before and had people look at me funny. And then we ordered pudding, because in America that would be dessert. And they brought these lumps, a black one and a white one. We tried to get them to explain what that was.
Oh, the blood, yeah.
And I guess mac and cheese would be
What is
better.
mac and cheese?
Macaroni and cheese. It's not really that healthy. It's just some pasta with powdered cheese melted on it. Yeah.
So it's just melted cheese on pasta.
Yeah, it's kind of junk food.
Tyler here is going to tell us a little something about waffles, a thing or two, because the waffles here apparently is not the same as the waffles in America.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of waffles. We would make them for dinner sometimes. Good for the kids.
So what's the difference?
I've ordered some here. I found a waffle restaurant near the hospital. I was so excited.
Mr. Waffles.
They gave me this hard, sugary lump of a thing. I didn't know what that was.
Did you call them out?
And then, no, I didn't say I wasn't ugly. Then I found some others. They pre-make the pancakes and waffles here. And then you can buy them already made. That doesn't happen in America. You would just make them. So that's my business idea. Waffle restaurant.
In regards to food and ingredients and how food is, I suppose, prepared in a sense, it's very different compared to Ireland and then America. Sorry, Tyler. We have very strict rules on what we can add into our food to preserve it, and a lot of the chemicals and E's and all these things are not allowed here in EU. So, and another thing in regards to poultry, in America, poultry is always washed in bleach before it's packed to be sold. We don't do that. We don't practice that here in Ireland because it's washing the chicken in bleach is not really ideal. But yeah, so that is a difference, and I'm very sorry. It's healthier in Ireland. We don't have chemicals that'll kill you.
And in case you were wondering where we are, it's called Barna Woods here, just outside of Galway City, and it's a nice little park. It looks very autumny now with all these leaves and everything. I actually think I'll take some photos because it does look great. But yeah, I did bring my drone too. If I can, I'll put it up somewhere because yeah, it's covered with trees, so I can't fly it here, but I don't know. We'll see. Anywho, let's continue with our Irish culture versus American culture discussion.
So this is a little fun one, guys. Different names for items. Ireland versus America. We're going to start off with sweets. What do you call sweets in the US?
Candy.
Candy. Second, rubbish.
Garbage, yeah? Or trash,
Or
you would
trash. Oh, the best one for me was cling for them.
say. We would call that saran wrap. That's a brand, saran wrap. Or
Not
plastic
tinfoil?
wrap.
What's tinfoil then? That's not the
Tinfoil
same?
is aluminum.
Okay.
Oil. This is so funny. And a cupboard or a press.
I still don't know what a press is.
And there's
What is a
another one that
press?
gets better.
Is
The
it-
press is anything really in the house that you would open and you would store crap in.
So it's a cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But the
Okay.
one that catches me all the time in work when we have lovely Americans, because we have a lot of like Canadians, Americans in my field of work, and they always get confused when I ask them, do they want chips? Chips to us is what in America to you?
Chips
Yeah.
would be like, what do you call it, crisps? Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, when I say to like a customer, do you want chips? They're expecting potatoes or
Right.
Pringles, and I'm handing them a big vat of potatoes. So that one I think is always funny.
Yeah.
Is there any more? Can you think of
Well, you back to the garbage issue. Somehow bin is a verb in Ireland. Bin this, bin that.
yeah,
Bin your gum, they will say.
they
You
will
need to
say.
throw it away.
Oh my god! Now that we're on the subject of bins, can you tell me what's the story with the sinks in America? The way the garbage disposable, you just throw everything.
Oh, the one that you cut your
Yeah,
hand
you
off.
never put your fingers in.
Don't put your hand in there, yeah.
So do you like just feck everything in there?
You know, I've never
You
seen
can
that
do.
in real life. Just in movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We don't have those in
I know,
Croatia.
it's
It's really handy.
First thing I want to do when we go to visit America is look at everyone's sink to see it work.
Don't put your finger in it.
No. But what is that only for food?
Yeah, anything that would like dissolve.
Okay. And where is it going? Is it going into
It
a
gets
brown
ground
bin?
up. There's a grinder in there. Will grind up the food. It would dissolve.
But does it go into a bin
Yeah.
or a bag or something
Like,
that you
where
throw
is
out?
it going?
No, it goes into the water, wastewater.
Okay, it's pipes. On to the first, more serious one, healthcare systems. We have all heard horror stories about American system, if you can call it a system, where you, I don't know, break your arm and then you're in debt for the next 67 years of your life. Well, Irish healthcare, I can't even say that word, is a lot different. It's not perfect in any way. I don't think either country has a perfect system. But if something does happen to you in Ireland, it won't break all of your savings and bank and bring you into the debt. Now, Lorraine, as you most of you probably know, works in a hospital, so I'm sure she will have something on that. And of course, we'll hear from Tyler what he thinks.
I can say it's very different. I just recently had to go to the hospital here in Galway, and I walked in. It was unusual because in America, when you walk into a hospital, there's a gauntlet of finance people that you have to get through with all of your paperwork so that they can make sure that you're going to pay before you ever get to see anyone. And in Galway, they're just said, "Here, come on in. There are the doctors right there."
We're putting you
I
into a
said,
bed.
I was pulling out my card. "Don't you need this?" No, just go. So that was astounding.
So shockingly, it's health first, money second.
Like for me, I assumed that this was normal practice, not the other way around. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised by that one. But I won't lie, it wasn't my first time having this conversation actually. So yeah, I'm glad that's the way it should be. It should be your health first, not your finance. But yeah, in Ireland, the thing is though, we have a huge amount of the sick and the unwell here that we actually don't have enough room for everybody, and we don't have enough doctors, and we don't have enough nurses.
Yeah.
So things are very slow to get done, unfortunately. No, I don't like how that started. I don't say hi, guys. 1, 2, 3. Guys, we have a Patreon if any of you lovely people out there are interested. I think it's the best money you could ever spend. It only costs the price of a pint of Guinness, a sticky bun, or a mince pie because it is the time of year. So if you guys are interested, we'll leave the link somewhere here. And by being part of our lovely group, you get to chat with all of us and communicate with the rest of our lovely Patreons. One we have standing right behind us. Hi, Tyler. and you get our videos before everyone else sees them on YouTube. We have lives every month or so, and yeah, I think it's definitely worth it, and you should definitely consider it, because we would like to be full-time YouTubers, and we just recently bought a brand new camera and it's very expensive, and we're hoping to pay that off sooner than later. So join the group. That's all. Is that okay? American football versus rugby. Very, very different, completely different sport. I do not understand American football, but it is getting very addictive, because himself has got me in on it. We have what's that big one that's on every year, that big American
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowls. Yeah, the Super Bowls. Is it called Super Bowls?
Super Bowl, the Super Bowl.
Or Super Bowl?
Just the
One ball, Super Bowl.
Oh, Super Bowl. Like
Bowl.
a ball.
Bowl.
Or a bowl.
Bowl.
Oh,
Because it
Super
happens
Bowl.
in the stadium. That's
Ah, not Super
a bowl.
Bowls. Wrong balls.
well, they're very different games. I mean, rugby and Gaelic football also are interesting to me. But yeah, I've heard you give out about American football not being tough. Oh, they have to wear their little pads. They have to wear their little helmets. They really hit hard in American football. It's a good game. It's a good game. It moves.
It is. It's very true. I shouldn't be so harsh to judge. I think it's because I don't understand the mentality of running at each other with your head. I do think it's very catchy, and it actually is. It's a really good vibe actually when you watch it. And I love how American people get so excited about the Super Bowls.
Back on the more serious topics, the big cultural difference you will notice the first time you go into town in Ireland is police, or Gardaí as they call them here. Now, we all know the reputation and all the TikTok and YouTube videos of American cops being, well, not so polite. Of course, I do believe most of them are actually quite nice people, but there are some exceptions, but that's not what I'm talking about. The biggest difference is the police in Ireland does not carry weapons, at least most of them. They have special units they call when they need something like that. But yeah, the police is not armed in Ireland.
The Gardaí do not have guns. We have something better. We have body cameras. Body cameras. It's called a body cam, yep.
Yeah, they have to.
That's a new initiative. Oh no, but it's new for us here.
Oh.
This is the talk of the town. So when you're getting attacked and shot and bet up in Dublin, say, at least you have the body cam.
To prove it. Yeah, I noticed they weren't armed. In America, they're armed to the teeth for sure. But that's because the people are also.
Good point.
We're fighting fire with fire. You know, if they are attacked, they are literally outnumbered and they can't defend themselves, which is a bit stupid, seeing that they're supposed to be not above everyone, but they're supposed to be the law and the peacekeepers. Well, what do they do? And they're filming it. They're filming their beatings.
Well, I saw there were riots in Dublin, I guess it was last year, and the police were not prepared to deal with that situation. They didn't have enough resources.
No.
So if that's what's going on, they need to be able to deal with that.
Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is something I noticed bugs Irish people. So, as you know, there's plenty of Irish people living in US, and some of them sometimes decide to visit Ireland or even to move to Ireland to search for their ancestors and stuff like that. But the thing I noticed, except for the helicopter that's gonna ruin the sound of this video now, we're gonna continue, is that just because you have, I don't know, 1 or 2 or 6 Irish ancestors and you are coming here from the US, that does not make you Irish, and people who do that bug true Irish people a lot. Thoughts, Lorraine?
I'm going to be honest with this one. That does not bug me at all. I'm sorry. It actually doesn't. If someone is happy to say that they have a cousin, an auntie, or whoever is Irish, I think that's lovely. Brings us all closer together. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think that's what the internet thinks.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of comments under many videos, not just ours, about people claiming, well, yeah, I guess they are Irish in their, I don't know, first, second knee, or how do you call that? But yeah, comment section, if you're from Ireland, tell us, does that bug you, or are you fine with it, just as Lorraine is?
Okay guys, thank you for watching as always, and I hope you enjoyed this one. I thought it was quite fun.
Interesting.
Did
Yes.
you enjoy it?
A lot of fun.
Good. I hope I didn't insult the Americans. American.
Go Super Balls.
Go Super Balls! Guys, yeah, if you love it, always like, love, subscribe, give us an all comment down the bottom, share your thoughts on our video, and we will be here again next week as always with a hot topic, so stay tuned and don't forget to join our Patreon. Any last words, Tyler?
Signature move?
Yeah.
Oh, did you
He
know?
knows.
I was like, what next? What happens?
Yeah, just don't hit him.
Okay guys, another week done and dusted. Ah! Let's go. Sorry, Tyler.
Gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold